Public transport. B2. Public transport is an essential part of modern society. Millions of people use buses, trains, trams, metros, and other forms of public transportation every day to travel to work, school, universities, or leisure activities. In my opinion, an efficient public transport system improves quality of life, reduces traffic congestion, and helps protect the environment. There are many different types of public transport. The most common ones are buses, trains, trams, underground systems, and regional rail networks. In large cities, metro systems are often the fastest option because they avoid traffic completely. In smaller cities and towns, buses usually play the most important role. Personally, I think public transport is particularly useful for people who do not own cars or prefer not to drive. It allows citizens to move around without worrying about parking, fuel costs, or vehicle maintenance. One of the biggest advantages of public transport is affordability. For many people, using buses or trains regularly is much cheaper than owning a private car. Cars require fuel, insurance, repairs, taxes, and parking expenses, while public transport tickets are often relatively inexpensive. Another advantage is environmental protection. If more people use public transport instead of private vehicles, traffic congestion and air pollution can be reduced significantly. Modern cities are increasingly trying to encourage sustainable mobility because environmental concerns are becoming more serious. Public transport also helps reduce stress. Passengers can read, listen to music, check emails, or simply relax during their journeys instead of concentrating on driving. For commuters, this can make daily travel more comfortable. However, public transport also has disadvantages. One of the most common problems is overcrowding. During peak hours, buses and trains can become extremely crowded, making journeys uncomfortable. In large cities, passengers sometimes have difficulty finding seats or even boarding vehicles. Another issue is punctuality. Delays and cancellations can create serious problems, especially for people who depend on public transport to arrive at work or appointments on time. I believe reliability is one of the most important factors in any transportation system. In some regions, limited coverage is another challenge. Public transport networks are often excellent in city centers, but much weaker in rural areas or smaller towns. As a result, many people remain dependent on private cars because alternative options simply do not exist. Personally, I live in Mercia, where public transport is generally useful. There are buses, trams, and regional connections that allow people to travel around the city and nearby areas. However, there is still room for improvement. Some routes could be more frequent, and connections between different transport services could become more convenient. Technology is helping improve public transport systems. Nowadays, passengers can check schedules, buy tickets, and receive real-time updates directly through mobile applications. Years ago, people had to rely on printed timetables, while today, information is available instantly. Despite these improvements, transport authorities still face several challenges. Infrastructure maintenance, rising costs, and increasing demand require constant investment. If governments fail to modernize transport networks, service quality may decline over time. In my opinion, several improvements could make public transport more attractive. First, services should become more frequent and reliable. Nobody enjoys waiting a long time for delayed vehicles. Secondly, ticket systems could be simplified and integrated across different forms of transport. Another possible improvement is investment in environmentally friendly vehicles. Electric buses and modern trains can reduce pollution while maintaining efficient services. Many cities have already started introducing cleaner technologies, and this trend will probably continue. Accessibility is also important. Public transport should be designed so that elderly people, parents with children, and individuals with disabilities can use it comfortably. Inclusive transport systems benefit the entire community. Looking towards the future, I believe public transport will become increasingly intelligent. Artificial intelligence, smart traffic management, and digital ticketing systems may improve efficiency and reduce delays. Autonomous vehicles could even become part of public transport networks someday. To sum up, public transport plays a crucial role in modern life. It offers affordable travel, reduces environmental impact, and helps people move around efficiently. Nevertheless, problems such as delays, overcrowding, and limited coverage still exist. In my opinion, continued investment in infrastructure, technology, and sustainability is essential. If public transport systems are improved successfully, they will become even more attractive and beneficial for society as a whole.